Oh, above 5150. There we go. Making our way up. We're just stair stepping now, little by little. Some would say brick by brick every single day. I think we're getting close to something decently big happening now, which I would be thrilled with. Everybody's been waiting for this next giant price movement to the upside since June. And after everything that's happened, we had the up, we had the down, we had the bouncing in between. We're really starting to come back up to the upside, and short interest, all-time high. So anybody that's saying, oh, I'm getting into a rant a little bit early today, huh? I've heard this so many times that like these people who like should know what they're, all right, whatever. We'll get into it a little bit. How are you guys doing? You guys doing all right? Feeling good after today? I'm holding to my phone number per share, Big J. I really hope you're talking about like the value of your portfolio and not like the price per share, because that would be ridiculous. Oh, what's up, Nepal? What's up, Gio? Shout out the mods. How you guys doing? Let's see, everybody. How we doing? Everybody feeling all right? All righty. Good day to be an ape. What's going on, guys? That's me. I say that sometimes. All right. Let's do a little bit of an Ortex update while people are filtering in. Probably going to have to come back to this a couple of times, but it does change in the after hours too. So we're going to have to check it anyway. Utilization 90.87. Very strange that the utilization has not gone up with the shares on loan and the short interest going up, which would suggest that they're finding shares somewhere to loan out, which we'll see if it's lagging a little bit. Like tomorrow, if we jump to 92, then the next day we jump to like 93. Like if we start heading to the upside, like this would just be a little bit of a delay in what the estimates are. But short interest, 19.95%. We crossed that 20% mark today. We're chilling. We can go into a little, we'll hit the rant in a little bit. TMI mentioned today that the squeeze could possibly take a few months. 100%. I mean, either way, it could happen a few months from now, or when it starts to happen, it could take a few months. Like either way is perfectly correct. Nobody knows. That's the thing. Nobody knows what could potentially happen with this situation because we've never seen anything like it before. Nobody's been in any one of these plays where there's so many people looking at it all the time. There's just wild things being uncovered about the market every single day. And like you have these stocks that have just been over shorted. Like last week after GameStop's earnings report came out, we were digging deep into one, there is an SEC investigation. They told us. And then two, we have them basically coming out and explaining to us that we know that in Q2 now our shares have been over shorted, which is weird because it didn't say that in their previous report for Q1, which is when we know it was over shorted. So there's something happening here that maybe we're not seeing and we're not allowed to see because maybe it's private information, but it's definitely some stuff going on. What's your opinion on the October 15th calls, 55 strike? Taylor, I got to respond to that with how I always say it. If you're fully okay with losing the money that you're going to put into that trade, go for it. If you're not, then maybe take a step back and rethink it. Or paper trade, it all depends. October is a little close. I can say like for what I have, all of like the money that is like sizable for me, I'm a college student. I don't have like hundreds of thousands of dollars to just throw around at stuff. Maybe soon. That would be really nice. But all the money that I have like that I'm like allocating for options in like a big amount is for far out. So I'm just not messing around. It's like, well, if I'm willing to put in this amount of money, I would rather give myself a better chance at a higher dollar amount gain than risking less money in the short term for maybe like having a higher risk of it expiring worthless, but there's a higher percentage gain. It's like, I'd rather just play it as safe as you can, in my opinion, with options. See, Nepal says options on AMC mess me up big time. You gotta really be careful. You gotta know what you're doing. massive rip coming. Ooh, yeah. Once we see this next leg up, like it's very possible that we see another 60, 70, 80, 100, 150% day possible if we can get through all of the halts. But here's the thing. If you're not playing options, which I know a lot of you are not, then you have to think about what your own personal plan is. And what I mean by that is, let's say the stock went to 200 or 250. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, I don't hear this as much anymore, but I used to hear sell on the way down, sell on the way down, sell on the way down. One, that's really hard to figure out because we don't really have a really good understanding of like when the shorts are covering or when the peak is going to be. Because here's the thing, if you know that you're selling on the way down, that would also mean you know what the peak is. So why wouldn't you just sell at the peak? Why would you wait till it's lower? Like that doesn't make that much sense, but you got to think. So if the stock goes to 200 or 250 and there's not really any crazy amount of evidence that the shorts have covered, like let's say the short interest on Ortex goes down to like 10%, still a lot of short interest. And we know it's the baseline and there's probably all sorts of stuff out there. And then the stock starts to come down after one of those really big ripping green days, because it's just not sustainable. Like you're not going to have enough buyers coming in at those levels. What would you do? Would you sell? Would you not sell? Would you hold? Like you got to think about what your plan is. If your plan is to continue holding, then it doesn't matter when the price shoots. It doesn't matter. Because if the price could go to freaking 300 and then come back down to 150, and then you're still sitting there like, okay, cool. That could happen now, it could happen later. It doesn't cost you anything to hold. It just costs you time. But if you're playing options, it's a different story. Like you have an expiration date. So like for the options that I have, like, yeah, obviously I want to cash out on my options and then buy more shares and then hang out a little bit and just have a good time. But for the shares, it's like, yeah, it's not even like in my head at all to be like, oh, if it goes to 250, I'm going to sell shares. No. But that's just me. Like everybody has their own different plan for what they want to do. Prior to your covering AMC, what was your annual return in the market on average? I don't know. So that's very hard to determine because I bought AMD at like 12. And so like when I was 18 years old, I had like AMD. What else did I have? I had some other crap mixed in there, just penny stocks. That's why I don't mess around with penny stocks now, because I got burned. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably around average. Like, but I didn't start like trading until I like knew what I was doing. Like until I had like a good understanding of like what I was doing. I was just like, oh, I'll just buy shares with the money that I have and just hold, because that's how a lot of people make a bunch of money. They just buy equity, they hold it, it appreciates over time, and then they're good. Would I rather have one share of AMC or one share of GameStop? Interesting. I don't know. The thing is that I see those two as the same but different, if that makes sense. So for AMC and GameStop, I see AMC as having more social like support. There's more of like a louder community behind AMC right now. But I think the squeeze thesis on GameStop is like more rock solid, if that makes sense. Like they're both rock solid, but if we're looking at one or the other, yeah, GameStop was like obviously shorted over 100%. That shouldn't have happened. But right now, AMC short interest, according to the reported data, is higher. So if we're going off, there's like a lot of different variables that you have to be like, oh, like like January, in my opinion, it like doesn't really matter now. It's like it's a completely different situation. Like, will GameStop squeeze eventually? Most likely, because there's all this BS out there with it. Will AMC squeeze eventually? Most likely, because there's a lot of support, high short interest. Even if the short interest was only 20%, like we're seeing here, that's still a potential for a squeeze. That's a lot of buying volume that needs to get pumped in. In the supply of shares that people are willing to sell, a lot lower, because people don't want to sell their shares. Yeah. Also, if you guys don't mind, just dropping a like on the stream. Cost you nothing to do it. Rogue makes fun of me for that all the time. But yeah, if you guys don't mind, just drop a like on the stream. It just helps us get this out to more people, gets more people in here. But let's see. What price action are you expecting this week? Gamma, low, high. Okay. Price action for this week. So we'll take a look a little bit at the Gamma Squeeze stuff. We have 184,000 contracts in the money for this week. At 55, an additional basically 30,000. It's like 3 million shares. It's not crazy, but it does help push the buying volume up. Now, we are seeing a little bit of the effects from what the price movements that we saw last week in the beginning of this week. So today, tomorrow could be good. And then we're also going to see like really what happens Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So like typically we see AMC have Red Fridays. It's not really the trend over the last couple of weeks. It hasn't happened that many times. Let's see. Seller boxing. It doesn't have to do with naked short. I like saw it for a second, but then I was like, nah, this is probably BS. I'll take a look at it again, but it's more of like one of those tinfoil theories that like, the thing is that we don't know if that's happening now. Like a lot of these things, it's like, yes, they happen, but we don't know if they're happening right now on the stocks that we look at. So it's cool to look at, but we don't know if it's happening. That's the thing that no hoodie today. My hoodies are in the wash. What can I say? Can you talk about how AMC has a negative beta? Yep. Okay. Here's the thing. I think I was one of like, because I was talking to some people about this. I might have been one of like the first people, because I've been talking about the market correction for like long time. And it's always been end of this year, we could see something happen, but at the same time, wild card for the Fed. Now, bringing it back to AMC, since AMC has a negative bit. Oh, back to your answer on the price action. Sorry, I'm all over the place sometimes. I will get back to that one. You're just going to have to remind me, but negative beta. Negative beta is just inversely correlated to the market. So if the market goes down, AMC should go up. But it's AMC, the 1 year beta is negative, the 5 years positive, which makes sense. The problem is that the stock is not going to trade based off of one indicator. And it's like based off of previous price action. So we don't know what's going to happen in the future. And it's only 1 year. It's not like the 5 year is negative. And it's like actually an inverse of the market. And what you have to think about is that since AMC is like we speculate that it is one of the highest manipulated stocks, do you think that negative beta is going to affect what the institutions are going to do to try to push the price down when the market sells off? We saw it today. It's very hard to look at on like a 1 day time frame, but just look what happened today with the market and what happened with AMC. Oops, that was wrong. And then I'll get back to the price action for this week question. Okay. So this is the 1 day chart. Market open, market starts to sell off. Okay, right here, what time is this? 10 times this. 11. Where is this at 11? 11:04. Perfect example. 11:04, market sells off. What happens to AMC? It tanks. So they're going to try to push it down. That's what I'm saying there, but it doesn't matter because they're just going to add to their shorts. And then if they can push it down enough, a lot of people are going to get shaken out, but there's also going to be a lot of people buying at lower prices. Now, what happens is that these short interest increases. Eventually, if they can push the price down low enough, they will start covering their short positions. So then they would just have to cover more shorts, but at a lower, they would start it at a lower price. So it doesn't really matter. It's just the price that we're seeing on the screen. Okay. Price action for this week. 182,000 contracts in the money. I do think with the momentum that we have, that we're going to continue on an upward trend throughout the rest of this week. That does not mean that we can't see a red day. We could easily see a red day throughout this week. It would be healthy, honestly. We see a little bit of a pullback consolidation day. We see it a little bit flat, maybe a little bit red, and then the next day people are ready to go. So is that going to happen tomorrow? Who knows? But I do think that we are going to finish out this week higher than what we are right now. Do I have any idea how high? Obviously not. Nobody knows. Let's see. Can I expand on the indicators? I will be watching in real time when the MOAS breaks. Interesting. Okay. So previously it was going to be hedge fund bankruptcies and market sell-off, which up until NSCC 010 gets like implemented and effective, market sell-off is very much on the table for if we really start squeezing with AMC and GameStop, and honestly all these other short squeeze stocks too. Because here's the thing. Everybody likes to say that one of them is a distraction, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, we want all of them to go up at the same time in a big amount. This is why. You got to think about the liquidity of these institutions. If you're one hedge fund that's like, oh, these meme stocks are just, and you think that they're just fundamentally overvalued and just bad, you're going to short all of them. So they would be they would be shorting all of these different companies. And if they all started to run, then they're getting hit from all angles. You don't you don't just want GameStop to go. You don't just want AMC to go. And most likely they are all going to go because we've seen it happen in the past. So market sell-off, hedge fund bankruptcies is going to be it's going to be too delayed. I think it's going to be hard to see. But again, price action and volume. If we just start seeing like 500 million, 750 million, $1 billion, $2 billion worth of volume getting pumped into the stock in any given day, it's very possible that the shorts are covering. Why is TMI saying we have a long time to go? Because we easily could. We easily could. Remember what happened in June? Everybody thought that's when it was going to happen. Like that run up to 77, it was like, here it is. Nope, didn't happen. Sold off. They covered some of their shorts, not really, kicked the can down the road, created a bunch of FTDs, did something with them. But the thing is that this comes down to we don't know when it's going to happen. And that it's almost in our favor because it doesn't cost us anything, but like one, mental health for some people that are like really, really like diehard, crazy, need this money right now. But it doesn't cost you anything to hold it. If somebody came to you and said, I think TMI brought this up the first time I heard it, it was like, I'm going to give you $2 million, but it's going to be over the next 5 years. And I'm just going to give it to you all at once at one time. And I'm not going to tell you when it's going to happen. And here's your little slip that guarantees you this right. We have a contract. If 8 months in, you were like, oh, he hasn't given me the money yet. What are you going to do? Just like rip up the thing and be like, I'm done. I don't think that would happen. John Curtis, thank you so much for the super chat. Shout out to all of you guys who send the supers in. You guys don't have to do that. And it really means a lot. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to keep doing what we're doing. So thank you. John says AMC and GME negative beta high enough if the market crashes. Beta is a little bit subjective. Like I could calculate the beta for AMC right now if I wanted to. I would just have to pull up this spreadsheet from one of my classes last year, input some data, and I would get a beta. But you can mess around with the numbers a little bit. Like it has to do, like I believe interest rates are, there's like a rate in there that's involved as well. So I know it's like covariance, variance, and all of those, but I think there's some other things built in there. So it's a little bit variable. Oh my God. We are not going to have spam in here, Honest Ape. Wired. What's up, man? It's about shorts for market makers, whole different rules. Yeah, short exempts. Nope. Those are, I don't like those. Those are no fun. Think we have a big move tomorrow? We could, but who knows? 4.3 beta, that's probably the 5 year. Counter argument: housing market forces people to sell their homes, helping hedge funds buy them before the squeeze. Okay, well, if here's the no, because if they were buying houses, that would just drain your liquidity. They would just have less money. Like, yeah, they might be able to you leverage it as collateral, but I don't think so. And the housing market is just in a weird spot right now. That's the other thing I want to talk about. I have not seen one piece of news come out from anywhere. I've looked where it says like, oh, the market is in a healthy spot right now and everything's fine and the bull trend is going to continue. There's nothing that says that. It's all, oh boy, real estate, bad, taper, oh no, debt ceiling, ugh, inflation, double, it's like, come on. And the Fed, Rosengren and Kaplan selling their equity. Those people. And then there was something from Chase today too about like defaults. I got to look at that again. Cap, thank you so much for the super. Vix, did you see the Netflix doc about the rich kid in Danbury whose dad gave him a minor league hockey team, cash for college? Keep up the good work. Thank you. I didn't, but Danbury's in my state, so I would not surprise me. GK, thank you so much for the supers, guys. Just supporting, continue to advise instead of advice. Interesting. Thank you. Norm, thank you so much for the super. Vix, working on a nonprofit to launch Post MOAS, free financial education for kids in underserved areas. I'll send you the details to you on Twitter. Norm, 100% I'd be down for that. Got my Did I see Michael Burry's tweet? Yeah, I didn't know how to take that because I honestly thought it was weird because the way he tweeted it out, he was like, back when GME was like an attractive investment. And I was like, hey, dummy, like, what are you doing here? If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. But I didn't look at it that much more. Wait, did Kramer comment on an AMC meme tweet? Would not surprise me. Got my VXX calls? Yeah. Oh, I think there was a big sweep on VXX today too at the 70 for December. Let's look. I mean, I may not be able to see it on here, but this would say that like, oh wait, is this not the right one? Hold on. Yep, that's not the right one. This one. What do we got here? No, not a lot of volume. Maybe it wasn't this one, but I did hear of some sweeps happening on VXX today, which that's bearish. Burry is anti-meme stocks. I mean, Michael Burry can do whatever he wants. How'd FF go? Did you? Oh, I think we're about to play, but I've got him by like 40 points, and I have a tight end, and he has a wide receiver, so I think we're good. Super Mom, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really appreciate it. He said meme stocks are a bubble. Right, but like AMC and GameStop aren't meme stocks. They're not. They're not these new hot things that have come in that people are like, oh, awesome. It's like, no. It's a short interest play. Milo, thank you so much for the super. Here's some beer money, my man. Thanks for the hard work. Thank you, man. Do you think AMC will have multiple smaller squeezes instead of a straight shot to the moon? Yes, I do. I think it's so. Here's what we're looking at with AMC. Well, so we had the initial run up from like very, very low to 20, came back down to the 8 to 14 range. Then we had the next big run up to 77, came back down to the $30 to $50 range. And now we are in the time where we could potentially see the next big run up. So it all depends on how much pressure that next big price that we get to is going to put on these institutions. It just depends. Like how much are we, like, is that going to force them to cover? If not, we're probably one away. So we would have this one and then maybe another one. And then who knows? But yeah. Go smack STV's like button. Yeah, if you guys don't mind just dropping a like on the stream. Where has TMI been? Didn't see him earlier or catch up with it after today. Did I just miss him? Yeah, so TMI's on his backup channel now. Let's see. Ben Inson's 1009 in January. Haven't sold a single share and won't until the shorts cover. Hedgies get wedgies. Smash that like. We got a big week ahead of us. Nicholas, there we go. SCV, you still think market correction by fourth quarter? I think we're going to see signs of it starting to play out fourth quarter. Because we don't know. Nobody knows. You can't predict a market crash. If I could predict a market crash, I would put my entire net worth on puts and make a crazy amount of money. What I'm waiting for right now is that one indicator to be like, game on. It's going down. With a time frame. That's the thing. It's like a time frame thing. I need a time frame to be like, yep, this right here, time. What we have right now is debt ceiling and a couple of other things that could do it. We in my opinion, it's just a waiting game. It's like, here's what could potentially happen over the next couple of months. This is a possibility. Let's see how it goes. Like, do I think the market could keep going up until then? Absolutely. But we have these events coming up, and the way things are at right now, it's like, that's kind of bad. Let's see. I have no idea about ATER, honest ape. No clue. Is this the longest bull market? I mean, since 2008, we've just ripped. When gas hits $6 a gallon, there's your sign. Yeah, with NSCC's 010 pushed until 1110. If the market corrects before then, could it trigger the squeeze? Yeah. Inflation report tomorrow. We got something on inflation today. You know what I think is going to happen with inflation? Higher than expected. And then yeah, when gas hits $6 a gallon, there's your sign. Yeah, maybe. Or bank lending. Like if they put caps on like how much money you can take out, like if we see other banks than Wells Fargo put more restrictions on like these lines of credit and stuff like that, then that's more of a, they see it coming too. Right now, it's more of like all of these big institutions are like, yeah, we could correct 10 to 15% by the end of the year. And Goldman's the one that's really made the moves. And so is Deutsche. They've repositioned some of their portfolios into gold, which is playing it's the inflation trade. Like it preserves your buying pressure or buying power. Lisa, thank you so much for the super. Let the taper tantrum begin. Yeah, and the credit crunch. You still think the next run up could be around 250? I think it's possible. Like, here's why. Like, I don't like, yeah, there's all those like cycle theories out there and like the projections based on like technicals, like with what BAM has and what Astro has. And I think there's a couple of others as well. But this is why when we look at the option chain, if we can start to run, we're going to see small shorts cover. We're going to see gamma. We're also going to see FOMO kick in this next run. If we get even close to 100 or 145, it's boom time, because look at all of these contracts that could potentially run in the money. It's huge. And if it doesn't happen with the September one, well, we have the October, we have the November, we have the December, which like they haven't really populated as much in terms of open interest. But January, look at how many contracts are already at this 145, 84,000. It's insane. Oh, Hugh, thank you so much for that big super, man. I really appreciate it. With the success of AMC's UFC event, would you please reach out to UFC to organize a fight between Citadel and Virtue's best fighter within the company? Losing company has to cover the winner's short position. Thanks in advance. Oh, Hugh, if I knew, that would be hilarious. Not even a quarter of the shorts covered when we flew to 70 on FOMO and Gamma. I heard numbers way lower, like 1 to 3% of shorts, according to the data that they had, looked like they were covering. So that means it was a lot of Gamma and FOMO. We had a lot of people coming into like getting interested in AMC. The other metric you can look at is just go back to anybody's videos from June. Anybody's. If you look at the type of engagement that people were getting end of May and in June, different than now, but we had that big run up, which means that a lot of new people were looking at like what we were doing, but also the stock, learning more about the stock. So that's also like a metric that you can look at. It's like, oh, look at these people and be like, okay, are more people starting to get more interested in what's going on? It's like a different way to track Google Trends. Let's see. UFC fight against Citadel Hedges, count me in as a fighter. Duvall, there you go. What do you think the floor is now? It's whatever you want it to be. It's whatever you're comfortable with selling at. Everybody has their own personal floor. S3 said it was only 3% covered in June. That's what it was. S3 said 3%. So, and then people were trying to do these like they thought it was going to be linear, that like if all the shorts covered and we went to this is how high we would get. Doesn't work like that. It's not like this nice clean move up if all the shorts covered, because there's a lot of different variables. Can I look into ATER? I could. Yeah, Matt had like 55,000. I think he had way higher than that. I thought he had like almost 100,000 concurrent at one point. Like, and that's a sign of people getting more interested in the stock. That is something that you can look at. Live streams, for sure. It's really easy to tell if you like know how many people are in like one person stream, like typically. But like if you see a bunch of people start to like have their eyes on AMC and are like watching the creators and stuff like that, one, we probably have already ripped. That's the thing. We probably have already made the move up. Do I have a MetaMask wallet? I do not. The economy, my man. Yeah, no. So today it was up $1.53. How come on the daily on Webull it shows a small red candle? Well, that would be silly. Yeah, it has to do with the way that the candles are represented. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The economy stagflation. Yep. Let's see. Are you holding a good amount of shares, STV? Yeah, obviously. I have shares and options. I'm an options guy though, so like what the options are mainly for me is like, one, make some more money to put it into shares. Two, if we have a big run up, it's like it gives me more like peace of mind in just holding the shares to whatever price I want. That's kind of how I think about the options. It's like a lottery ticket, but if it hits, okay, now I have more shares. And I also have a little bit of like a side reward where it's like, okay, now I have this money. I can hold these shares as long as I want to. And there's zero pressure. Are you going to finish college when and if it MOASs? If I make a significant amount of money once we start to rip, I'm going to have a very nice heart-to-heart talk with some of my teachers and be like, hey, so about that exam that I was supposed to take. So what I was doing instead was this, and now I have this. So I would really like it if you didn't force me to come to your class all the time. But no, I don't know. I definitely finished school. Yeah, it's nuts. Happy Monday, Vix. What's your thoughts on GME float showing triple the outstanding on Yahoo Finance? Okay, so just pay them off. Okay, so the GameStop float on Yahoo Finance, here's the thing. They get their data from somewhere. Most likely it's S&P Global. And I don't think that Yahoo Finance is going to be the one to break the news that there's this many shares out there for any any like company. It's possible. I just don't think there's any way that we would get that leaked to us. Like, yeah, there's been a lot of weird glitches happening that we've seen, and it's like, oh, if these glitches keep happening, each time it happens, it's like, this doesn't look like a glitch anymore. But at the same time, it's like, is that really what we're looking at? So that's really my thoughts on it. And you also have to think about, is that going to be what causes the shorts to cover their position? That number is listed on Yahoo Finance. Is it yes? Is it no? I think it's no. So at that point, it's like, doesn't really help us. It just gives us some better insight, in my opinion. College degree will make you a living. Trading will make you a fortune. There you go. Longtime subscriber says, Pam, thank you. Can you please elaborate more detail on the indicators which confirm that the hedgies are close to covering all their shares? We're not going to know. That's the thing. There's really no way to know. The only way to really know if the shorts are like fully covering their positions is you would need to look at their positions, at all of them. But the thing is that when we see these crazy price movements to the upside, you just have to have in your own mind. This is what I think people are missing. It's like, you need to pick your own exit strategy. Like, we've laid out like the different ways to figure that out. But at the end of the day, you need to figure that out for yourself. Because it's your money. If you make a bunch of money to you, and that's going to make a difference to you and your family's lives for the next however many years, then you won. You won. You did what you were supposed to do in the squeeze. Natsuka, I think your name is Frank. For sure. I'm pretty sure it's Frank. Thank you so much for the super. Hey, I have a $145 call for January 2022. I got a while ago. I heard TMI say, don't be afraid to take profit. What does that mean? I'm deaf in profit at this point. Well, don't be afraid to take profit is mainly like when you're trading options, they're very, very volatile. So you could go up 1,000% one day, and then your position goes down to only being up 500%. Nobody goes broke taking profits. If you are holding that contract for the sole reason of this next really big run up, then like you're in the position that you need to be. But if you were entering that trade for a certain profit amount, percentage, dollar amount gain, and you hit that, then you got to think about what you're going to do with that trade. Because lots of options expire worthless, and then it's a donation to the market makers. So you just have to have your own plan. Like my options, it's like, oh, I know exactly what I'm doing with them. Like they can go up, down, sideways, whatever. If I don't see what I want to see, I'm fine with them expiring worthless. And to me, the amount of money that I have in these contracts right now is a decent amount of money. I'd be decently upset if I lost it, but I'm not going to play it stupid. Like if I see something happening, I'll reposition myself. It's not going to be like me just being like, oh, I'm going to hold it till it expires worthless. No. And again, stream sponsored by Hedgy Tears. Taking profit is closing it out. Yes, that is taking profit. There's other ways to take profit if you really want to get technical, where you still have upside. But I don't think we should. I don't think we need to go over that in this one. That would be like a Friday night stream. Also, guys, I have 2 exams next Wednesday. One of them, done deal. I just memorized a bunch of stuff. Good to go. The other one is a managerial accounting exam. That's going to hurt. World Travel Magazine, thank you so much for the super. Hey, SCV, Ella B was promoting your live stream today. Thank you, Ella. In the UK, it's late, but I said I will pop by to hit that like and show support. Good night, apes. World Travel Magazine, thank you so much for popping in. Shout out, Ella. Thank you for doing that. Can shorts average down on their positions? Yeah, if they can put up enough collateral to do it, they can. That's why most likely we've seen the continual increase in short interest. You flunked your test, SCV? That what you said? No, they're next Wednesday. It's not this Wednesday. It's in the next week, which I don't want to do it, but I gotta. Honestly, though, I need to stop being a little idiot because I was doing 3 videos a day last semester, and I had like a 393. So I gotta like buckle up and do it. Daniel's, let's see. Can shorts? Yep, we can. Let's see what we're at in the after hours right now. What do we got? What do we got for AMC? Hey, 5184 up 0.29% with 29 minutes, or sorry, I'm an idiot. With 20 minutes left to go, up 0.29%, up 15 cents in the after hours. I don't know if it's going to be that much of an exciting day tonight. If we can close above 52, that would be pretty fun, and we can get really excited in a little bit. So let's watch this after hours, cheer it on again, and have some fun. Ethan, thank you so much for the super. Hey, SCV, have you seen where my $5 went? I heard YouTube took half. Ethan, I don't know, man. I think you just gave some money to YouTube. Did he just grr at us? I did. I mainly grrred at my situation. Let's see. School is important. Not if I'm not doing it next year. You want to know how many useful things I've been taught in college that like in the classroom? Probably less than 10. And like the whole thing about school is like you're being taught how to learn and how to do things. And I like feel like I've got it by now. I got it. I know how to do things. I can learn stuff. Let's see. I have an option in the money expiring Friday. Should I wait until Friday to close it? Ryan, it depends on how deep in the money it is. If you're like super deep in the money on it, you're just mimicking owning 100 shares, and the value of that option is really only going to decrease at that point. Like, yeah, if we rip, you'd gain a little bit with the intrinsic value of that option, but you're not going to get that massive gain anymore. So you gotta look at that. Thoughts on tomorrow? I mean, I think we're in a good spot. I do think we're in a good spot. We haven't seen these like really, really big green days where people get scared of buying, like 3%. Stocks do that all the time. Are you in your core classes yet? Yeah, I'm in my senior year. I'm like basically done. 60 end of the week. I think it's possible. I bet you are smarter than Albert Einstein. Highly doubt it. Yeah, I'm not smarter than Albert Einstein. Vix, when I started watching Trey and Matt's daily streams in January, they both had 50K subs. Look at them now. People love this stock. They do. I feel it too. It seems like pushing the price down is more and more pointless each day. Sam, I agree with you. The fact that they continuously try to push this down is silly. It's silly. Also, rant time. We were going to do it at the beginning, but now that there's a lot of people in here, you guys get to witness one of my... Actually, we kind of already did it with the short interest. Kind of already did it. Let's refresh this and see if anything's changed. Nothing yet. Usually at 8 o'clock we do. Will we see a gamma this week? We could. There are so many contracts in the money right now. But they've probably already been hedged for. We need to see another big price movement to the upside to really get some more gamma. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to do rant time. We kind of already did rant time. Guys, when I started talking about AMC, I think I had like 22,000 subscribers. Something like that. 20, 22. Cap, thank you so much for the super. If MOAS hits this semester... Make a capstone presentation at will. Tell them who you are. Write your Twitter handle on the board and peace out. Yeah, I was honestly going to try to like, I was thinking of a way to like get my professors to be like, hey, I'll do projects for you all day long. But like the tests, I got stuff to do. But you can't do that. Like you can't just come in there and be like, hey, it just doesn't work like that. Lil Will, thank you so much for the super. Thoughts on UVXY calls for January 2023. Theta, is in the 160? Ooh. Yeah. I mean, we're probably going to see a significant move to the downside before 2023. That's the other thing. We have 2022 and 2023 for a rate increase. Like, there's just so many things that are like, oh, if this happens, bearish. If this happens, bearish. So right now we have inflation, real estate freaking out. We have debt ceiling, which could easily send us down. And the debt ceiling would result in either a default I think it's still unlikely for a default, but a downgrade very likely if they mess things up. Then we have the taper, and then we have interest rates. So of those 5 things, if only one of them like really like is a catalyst to send things down, it's gonna go. And everybody's over leveraged at the current time. We started to see the deleveraging phase, which even if people start to deleverage, that sends the market down too, because in order to deleverage, you either have to cover your short position, which could send some individual names, stocks up, or it would just send everything like slowly to the downside because there's just more selling volume getting pumped into the market. So that's 6. That's a lot of things that are not great, and things continuously start to continuously come out. It's like, God, something's going to give at some point, and I just want everybody to like know what's going on. They won't default. Yeah, I don't think they will either. What did you talk about for AMC shorting the VIX? I talked about Bionanogenomics, Sens, NNDM, and Palantir and Neo. His streams are 10 hours long sometimes. Hey, the man's putting in effort. You got to do that when you're a smaller creator. Like, you got to put in the hours. If you like really want to like be a YouTuber, the first 6 months are just brutal. Like, I was making 3 videos a day. Like, that's not healthy. You can see the VW squeeze on YouTube. Yeah, I've seen some videos on it. Very, very cool. Very cool. Yeah, VW squeeze, very interesting. I think VW is similar to AMC, and I think GameStop is more similar to Overstock, just due to like the actual potential squeeze catalyst. So how does this market correction affect people's 401k? Oh, it would decrease the value of them. Oh yeah, and Kathy Wood sold some Tesla. Have you looked into Kathy Wood's perspective of deflation occurring instead of inflation? She was nuts until I did some DD on it. It's definitely a possibility. It could be. Do I drink energy drinks? Absolutely, I do. I need it to get through a lot of these days. I'm going to be pissed off if my power goes out tomorrow to the run-up. If I'm not on tomorrow, I'll be crying in my shower. TMI's avocado. Why would you lose power? Is there another hurricane? So many hurricanes. Yeah, I own some BNGF too. How many days did you get suspended from school for today for beating up the kid that's trying to tell you TMI isn't real? Hey, what up, Trapping on Wall Street? How we doing? Let's see. What are we at now? Still, unless my thing is glitching out again, let me take a look. Sometimes my computer's been like glitching really hard recently. I don't know why. Nope, it's the same. Lil Will, thank you so much for the super. What would be the best way to DM you? I mean, probably Twitter. That would probably be the easiest. I turned my Twitter notifications off though, because I don't want my phone to feel like it's ringing all day long. It's just stressful. Outer Banks right now? God, jeez. These hurricanes need to chill out. I see 5182. Oh, it's moving now. We're good. AMC is looking strong. Oh, yes, it is. Yeah, I do think that 60 is it's a possibility this week, especially with how we're setting up. But let's see what happens. Late to the stream, but I made it. Trapping on Wall Street. Thank you, man. I know no one knows, but do you personally think the most happens before the end of the year? I think it does. My opinion is government is involved in the background, and they don't want they want the short-term money. Yeah. Capital gains. Yeah. Okay. So the thing is like, yeah, it could happen by the end of the year. It could not. Then after September, the next time a big gamma potential is already setting up, is January. So let's see what happens. What app is that you're using for the charts? Webull. Are there any streamers that talk about GME? Yeah. Trade spotting, Rocky Outcrop. I think that's the 2 that I know of right now. Matt talks about GameStop too. They want to raise the capital gains tax. Yes, they do. About to be paying some money with these gains. If ladders are obvious, wouldn't you walk around them? I don't know. I'm talking about ladder attacks. Like, they're not ladder attacking it right now. It doesn't make any sense. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, guys, I've been like so busy that I haven't been able to like go to the gym over the past couple of weeks. And I went to our school gym twice, and now my body hurts. That's how I'm feeling right now. I have that one. How do I make the background blacked out like yours? Oh, it's just a setting. I don't actually know how to do it right now. People used to get mad at me for having like the white Weeble desktop, and then I changed it. Frank, thank you so much for becoming a member. Yeah, if you guys didn't know already, the membership is mainly to just find out about the new things that TMI and I have working on behind the scenes. Our podcast, that podcast is going to be awesome. This new podcast that we have coming out is going to be really good. So if you guys want to like get the first update on anything we have going on, the membership feature on my channel is where you're going to find out about it first. If you don't care at all, don't join it. Let's see. Thoughts on Wells Fargo halting small business loans, if you haven't talked about that already. Yeah, I didn't talk about it tonight, but I talked about it in the video today, that the reason that they would be halting these loans could be because they need capital for that new capital requirement coming in. But the reverse repos tell a very different story, that they already have cash. They already have the cash for it. Like if you needed it. So right now we have the reverse repo skyrocketing that suggests not enough collateral or way too much cash in the system. Well, now we have this capital requirement coming in that they all need to hold $1 trillion. And Wells Fargo's now canceling these small business loans. Supposedly, I haven't seen any like concrete documentation of it, just that message going back and forth. Now, well, if the repos are going, which suggests that the banking system has too much cash, then that's not the reason that Wells Fargo would be canceling those loans. What they're doing is, one, they're trying to protect themselves and keep enough cash on hand. Yeah, for that capital requirement, 100%. But they don't think that the economy would be going into a good spot. If they think the economy is going into a good place, they would loan out as much money as they could. They'd be like, take it. Give us our interest. We know you're going to be able to pay it back. That's not what we're seeing here. So Wells Fargo's been like the first one. Goldman's been the first one to sell like 25% of their equity position. So there's going to be more institutions coming out being like, oh, this is a terrible situation that we have right now. We need to do something, and we're going to get notice of it. And when I see it, I will tell you guys. No, it's $1 trillion. No, the new one's $1 trillion. I have 140 and 145 calls on AMC expiry Friday. Way out of the money. Thoughts? Polly's Garage. Good luck, man. That's a YOLO and a half. Good luck. I hope we hit it. Hey, man, you here again, too? How you been doing? Dunsey, I'm doing pretty good. I do not have a box. Hi, new to the stream. I was wondering a good strategy for 87 shares at 50 a share. I don't have a general plan. I was wondering a good initial strategy. Jake, good question. So what you really have to do is think about, this goes for everybody. You have a certain amount of shares. There's the potential for these two stocks, AMC and GameStop, to go absolutely berserk to crazy high numbers. We don't know how high it's going to go. Nobody has any idea. But what you have to think about is you've put in a certain amount of money into this investment. Now, the potential for this investment is huge. That's why a lot of people are talking about it. That's why, like, mainstream media is like, screw this, it's bad. There's a lot of different reasons for what's going on. Now, what you have to do is basically figure out, okay, since I put this money in here, how much money do I want back? What are you personally comfortable with selling on at? That's what you need to figure out. If you have your set of prices, like your own personal floor, that's like, let's just hypothetical numbers here. Let's just say it's 1,000. If you hit that amount, you're like, okay, good. We go above that. You're like, cool. We're still above what minimum that I want to sell at. We're chilling. So now you've met your threshold. You can do whatever you want at that point. And then you just have to watch to make sure you can get out at the price that you personally like. That's really it. Vix has a sauce. If I had a sauce, it would be Chick-fil-A sauce. I love Chick-fil-A sauce. What is your podcast channel name? Ooh, I have to talk to TMI about this because the podcast name was really, really good. And now I think we have to change it because of something that has happened. Not with us, but like on Twitter with like other people doing stupid things that like if we now named our podcast this, it would look silly. And it's like, you guys screwed up again, scamming people. And now we can't name our podcast what we want it to. But I don't know. I'll talk to him about it and see what we got. Would buying more AMC shares help in any way now? I mean, I'm not telling anybody to buy, like, that's not what I'm here for. Like, when you think about if more people want to buy the stock than want to sell it in terms of the amount of shares, the price will go up. That's just what happens. I've got 30,000 sitting on the sidelines ready to throw in. My average is 1530. Brad, there you go. And will be 25-ish if I YOLO the 30. Yeah, my average, a lot higher now. It's fine. I don't really care. I'm not really looking for the flex of the percent gain return. I'm looking for the dollar amount return. I don't care about the percentage. If I can make a significant dollar amount return and the percentage is lower than it would have been, I don't care. I want the money. Vix, does there have to be a buyer when you sell the close a call option? Yeah, it'll be the market maker or somebody else buying your call option. Most likely it's going to be back to the market maker because it's more cost effective for them to just buy your contract back that they sold than it would be for them to hedge and prepare to exercise those shares. Like, yeah, when you buy back the call, you're just booking the loss right there as the market maker. And if you buy the shares, you still own the shares if the price somehow finishes below the strike, but it's more cost effective. They're losing less money if they just buy back the contract. Oh, what's up, Antics? Hypothetical question. FOMO or game excuse pushes AMC to 250 to 300. Do the institutions vary backer sell all or partials? If yes. They might. But if they are, they're probably selling into the squeeze. So we would just continue to rip. And it wouldn't matter to me. We saw the stock go from 10 to 77 and all those institutions bought more. So I don't think they're really in this for that. But that is a very significant gain for whatever their averages are. Their averages are probably in the teens. They're probably in the teens. Maybe low 20s. Let's see. M. Krieg's cost average for AMC is 804. That's with averaging up starting around $5. M. Krieg's. There you go. That's a low average. Yeah. I mean, if you've been buying the dips, here's the other thing. Everybody's always like, I'm buying more, buy and hold, keep buying. Well, I put out something in my Twitter the other day where I was like, my account just hit an all-time high. Who else's account just did that? And everybody was like, no. I need it back to 77. No. And it's like, okay, well, hold on now. You had all like, this isn't like a dig or like financial advice. It's just like everybody was saying that they were buying and holding, but it doesn't look like they were, which is fine. Like, it's fine. Do whatever you want with your money. But like what we've seen is like, if you are continually buying these dips over the last 2.5 months, you're probably sitting in a much better position right now in terms of your brokerage account, like the total number, than you were when the stock was at 77. So once we cross those numbers, your account's going to be even higher than it was before. And that just goes along with like conviction in this trade. If you have a lot of conviction in AMC, in GameStop, any stock, it's hard to do, but like, you'll just keep buying it. It's like, if you know in your mind that, okay, the value that it's at now is most likely not what it's going to be over my investment horizon. I think it's going to be a lot higher. Oh boy, here we go. We got some action in the after hours, everybody. We just ripped to 51.95. We have a minute left. Let's see if we can cross 52. We have less than okay. So we just closed the after hours trading period with a nice little boom candle right here from 51.84 all the way up to 51.95, up 0.5% in the after hours, 26 cents. There we go. We just had the opportunity to close in the after hours over 52. That would have been electric. Hugh, thank you so much for the super. Do you have Gary Gensler's PayPal? Trying to slip him a 5 spot as not a bribe. I think he'll know what that means. Hugh, I'm sorry, man. I do not, but that would be hilarious. That's pretty nice what we just saw right there. 51.95, little boom candle to close out the after hours. Why did that happen? That big buy order that just came in. What's the volume on this candle? 2,700 shares, 2,800 shares. Not that many, but in the after hours, that means a lot because the volume is very, very low in the after hours trading period. So if you make a larger sized order, it's going to have more influence on the share price. They're closing positions while crying. They know the pain train is coming. Yeah, a little boom there. That was fun. That was real fun. I have a lot of conviction in the ape army. This movement is monumental, and we will never have an opportunity like this ever again. Antics, I think I agree with you there. This does seem like one of those black swan once-in-a-lifetime events. Showing 51.90 on AMC stock on Google. Yeah, on Webull, we have 51.95. I'm taller than you, Vix. Probably are. I'm not that tall. Evergrande in China defaulting might be the black swan event that triggers MOAS. It could be. Oh, what's up, 007? Oh, 007's double wrenching it. Webull says 51.95. Robinhood says 51.85. Yeah, that's kind of where we were before we got that big boom at the end. Johnny, thank you so much for the super. Guys, thank you guys so much for you guys that send those in. You guys don't have to, and it really means a lot. Without you guys doing that, we wouldn't be able to keep doing what we're doing, so thank you. Johnny says, you need to be studying, sir. 1 hour per credit per class. Tisk. No. No, I do have to study tonight. I have to study a little bit. I got homework and stuff to do. It's awful. I just want to do this. It's opportunity cost. It's so bad. All right. Got here just in time for the boom, hoping for massive beginning to big things this week. Me too. Been holding since January. After a year, what's the tax difference? I believe it's between your ordinary income rate and 15%, I think. 15, 20% is long-term capital gains right now. Tomorrow's CPI data would be released, right? Yeah, most likely higher than expected. Oh, what up, AMC Trapper? How you doing, man? Combine and stream your homework? No. Would you quit college if AMC squeezes? No. Oh, what's up, Ben? How you doing, man?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Wrench Capital. Today we're looking at ticker symbol AM.
I can't do that part. I've got the first part like down. I can't do the next part though. Let's see. Sucks to be the smartest person in class. No, I'm not. Here's the thing. I put in the minimum amount of effort for the maximum result. Because I know it's like, I don't really care about what a lot, like honestly, like I'm going to be doing my own thing after school. I'm like for a year. And if I need to go back to school, it'll be law school. So it's like, okay, I'm not really using this type of stuff in what I'm going to be doing. Anything that's like really going to be applicable to anything that I'm going to be learning is going to be learned outside of the classroom. So I put in the minimum amount of effort to play the game of school and get the A. There's no reason for me to sit there to read like the fine print of all of these textbooks and be like, oh, cool, this is like information that I need to know because it's not. And there's my little rant. Can I post a link for DD? Mike, it depends what it is. If it's the seller thing, don't post that. It doesn't, I don't think that really has anything to do with us. Everybody's kind of seen it by now. All-time high coming for Ape Family. Jason, I would be thrilled. Get that law degree. Ella, stop. If my mom's watching this, she's going to say that all the people in your street want you to go to law school. You should go. No, I can still go to law school. It's just a year. You're supposed to save those rants for Market Open. I don't stream Market Open. Boy, antics, you're wild. You're gaming college? Yeah. Yep. Oh, what's up, Gabe? Gabe, thanks for the super. Fudge you got great hair. Gabe put out 3 videos today, 1 AMC and 2, I believe, technical analysis videos. If you guys want to learn, which you should want to learn, see, just now I said, I don't care about like the fine print of like the school textbooks, but like Gabe's videos and all of like the information that you can learn on the internet is stuff that can make you money. So if you guys are interested in learning how to make a little bit more money and like figure out your own trading plan, make sure you guys go watch Gabe's Review Dorks videos on his like technical analysis. I believe he has a playlist set up. So yeah. Definitely go do that. Don't read textbooks. Go watch Gabe's videos instead. He's tall with great hair for sure. Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate it. Law degree more useful than finance? It'd be hilarious if someone brings up the Brazilian shares thing again. Shimu, you just brought it up. You just talked about it. That's like, come on. Now everybody's going to ask about it again. Gabe's got that check mark. I want that. I want that check mark on YouTube. That would be cool. I told my daughter STV is her godfather. At 007, I'm down. Gabe, you can say the F word in the chat. You don't have to say fudge. You don't. Always make your mom happy. She deserves it. She does deserve it. I farted at Sears, says Pazzo. Interesting. STV, don't listen to Ella. Oh my God. Oh God. Here comes the Brazil stuff. Thanks, Shimu. Thank you. Thanks for doing that. Now I gotta. Okay. Antics and Gabe would get along very, very well. Let's see. I mean, technically, this is going to be power half hour for the night. This is right now is power half hour. So let it fly. I have homework to do. I'm pissed about it, but I got to do it. So that's what we're going to do for tonight. And probably this week. So I'm sorry. This is not how I want it to go, but I got to be able to make it work both ways. Any thoughts on quad witching? We could see, we're just going to see some more volatility. I think like typically nothing really happens. Oh, usually it's volume. It's volume, not volatility, I believe. Like quad witching days, people hype them up and nothing usually happens. I think there was one quad witching that something big happened and then nothing. Like last quad witching or triple witching, whatever it was, nothing. All right. Now you guys are talking about other things that are in Brazil. Awesome. You're welcome. What are the homies for? You know, Shimu. But did you shart at Sears? I probably have. I like the idea of buying Citadel's HQ and turning it into an AMC after MOAS. That would be cool. It's too big for that, though. Unless it turned into like AMC headquarters, that would be like, or GameStop headquarters. That would be ridiculous. Okay, Robert, we're not bringing that up. I said that one time about my Fenway Park story, and now everybody's not going to let it go. That I had a bathroom incident at Fenway Park when I was like, I don't know, I was probably like 9, 10, 11, something like that. SBIT or BBIG got room to one? Probably. I think they were down today. Oh, TMI. You want to pop on real quick, buddy? We got some power half hour. I keep forgetting to send the link out to everybody because I never know how long I'm going to be on for. And then I don't want like everybody to pop on real quick and then everybody leave. And then I'm like, oh, shoot, I got to go. Bloop, bloop. TMI, TMI, TMI. What are you doing? What are you doing? TMI. When Mandy? Oh, avocado. That was brutal. Oh, Gio. Yeah, I heard that. TMI's just in the closet over here. He's just hanging out in there. I got to listen to all these activities go on while I'm on stream with you guys. Now I got to do homework, and TMI is still going to be doing his thing. So that'll be my homework music, I guess. Yeah, Mandy popped in for like a couple days, said some wild things, and Mandy's been out of here. I don't know where Mandy went. Hey, TMI, where'd Mandy go? Let's see. Call options closing in the money Friday should reflect tomorrow. Yeah, today and tomorrow. Let's see. I'm green as of Friday, says Ron. There you go. There you go, Ron. Whew. Man, I am so sore. This is terrible. Gabe, if you're still in the chat, if we arm wrestled when I came and visited you, like when was this? Not this past weekend, but the weekend before, I would have been toast. But I'm getting back in the gym. I'm eating again. We're going to get it going. I just get so busy that I'm just like, well, I'm going to have to wait to eat. So I'm putting in the work. Is it time to long the VIX with CPI tomorrow? It's probably just going to be higher than expected. Market might freak out a little bit, but it's going to be fine. Like, that's the thing we need to really look at is like these. Oh, here he is. The thing we really got to think about with the market is like we're going to see these little blips, but they're just going to get bought up in the short term. What's up, buddy? TMI, you there? Oh my, do you see this man's name? Oh, you guys can't see his name. Oh, shoot.
Nobody can see my name.
I can see it though.
Oh man, how you doing?
Pretty good, buddy. How you doing?
Chilling.
See this nice boom boom candle right here?
At the end of the day,
End of after hours.
that nice little run up there. Yeah,
Mhm.
I was looking at the after hours today when I was on live, and I was just like, I expect there to be some sort of bullish action. I was just staring at the screen. I was like, I think it's gonna be as soon as I get off, but I thought it was gonna happen with GME.
Yeah, they ripped today at one point. Like they really got going, and then nope.
Yeah, and then I was looking at AMC. I was like, maybe not. And then out of nowhere, bada bing, bada boom.
It's been happening last couple minutes of after hours.
I'm going to sleep early tonight.
That's good.
tomorrow's going to be an interesting day.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's Tuesday. And tomorrow being Tuesday after a Monday like today, thinking that,
I
we'll see.
think you're getting there. I think
We'll
we're
see.
getting there. I think
We'll
it's
see.
close. I think we're not close to like Moas, but like I think we're close to the next big run up.
Just the next run.
Yeah.
I think you were talking about that before. Like Moas is still a while away.
People were angry at you for that one. I got some comments. They're like, "Why is TMI saying it could happen? It could take a while." And I'm like, "Because it could."
Hey, people, let me know when it happens. Let me know if I was wrong.
Yeah. People used to get mad at me for that in like April. So it could take a while. People are like, "No, it's not." Here we are.
Supermom said, so maybe I need to call in. What?
Huh. Is it Mandy? No, it's not Mandy. It's TMI.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, here she is.
Mandy, who the hell are you?
I have like a very faint idea of who Mandy could possibly be, but at the same time, I also have no idea.
Was Mandy here before?
No.
Dude, are you following me, Mandy?
Okay, it's definitely TMI.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I want to know who it is.
Yeah, definitely TMI. Tyler, thank you for the super. I work underground in a mine. My rotation is days this week. I'm nervous I'll come back to the surface and miss the run. Ooh. I think you'll be all right. I think you'll be all right. Oh, you got to change. Oh yeah.
No one can see
from
okay,
what it is over here.
Yeah, if you type on somebody's name, you can display it.
Oh, so if I did it?
Yeah.
Oh, so I could change it back to what it was.
You could change it. I can also change it. You can also change it. Oh my gosh, that would have been
correct.
If she came in and that name was being displayed, that would have been nuts.
Oh, dude, that would have been so funny.
I got caught. Wait, can they see my name?
No, I can't see it. I'm looking right now at like how it looks on Restream, and I can't see either of our names.
Okay, perfect. Oof.
Why? That would have been fine.
Not until I find out who this person is. I can't tell if it's somebody that I know or if it's somebody that just knows me.
Have you done any research? Have you tried to figure out who it is?
Oh, yeah, through like friends and whatnot? Yes, 100%.
And it's not
somebody that I know.
Interesting.
So I'm like, all right, maybe you got your exes from Texas that are still trying to, I don't know. We'll figure it out. It could just be Gabe.
Gabe was in here. I don't think it's Gabe though. Because I feel like if it was Gabe, there would be some more wild comments getting thrown out by Mandy.
People, I already lost one account. I'm not trying to lose another one. That's not my third account.
The Mandy investor. Exposed. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Oh, TMI, how about that?
Oh, hey, hold on a second. Did you see that?
Yes, see?
It's probably Gabe then.
Oh, no, I remember this. Mandy said she was a college student and a bartender in Florida.
Do you think she's a bartender that we met?
That's what I was thinking.
I'm going to send her a text right now. Like, yo, are you on YouTube?
Yeah, I was like, TMI, how about that fantasy football though?
Oh my god!
Everybody was saying my team was looking bad.
No, Gio and I had a conversation where we said your team looked stupid good. I was gonna get washed the first week. I was just like, I don't want to hear that. I need to be confident. I don't want to hear any of that.
Dude, I just go for who I always go for. Kareem Hunt, Adam Thielen. And then I just work it around like the couple people that I know print for me every single year I've played fantasy football.
It worked out very well. I mean, McCaffrey and Thielen killed it.
Yeah. They gotta keep that going. And then Kyler Murray is Probably going to do all right. And I have Joe Burrow on my bench. So if I ever need another good
Dude.
player.
I would sell high for somebody.
Yeah. Oh, what's his name? Alpaca tried to like get McCaffrey from me from like some.
He started to
stupid
trade. All right.
Yeah,
good
and I was
stuff.
like, he was like this good deal, and I was like, get out of here.
Oh my gosh, Alpaca will be trying to just scoop up some great picks for some low. I feel like he's gonna try to trade. He's gonna I can't say that word.
Trick
Trade,
someone?
take advantage somebody.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha. I knew where you were going with that.
I texted Gabe that I'm like, I'm gonna definitely do that to somebody else, but I just want somebody to do it to me.
I got worried because I thought it was like a I had to decline it type of situation. So I thought he was just throwing it out there, knowing that the trade would go through, and I wouldn't do anything with it. And I was like, do I have to do something here?
No, I'm the commissioner. I would, if something crazy pops up, I'll just put a pause to it. I'll be like, okay, hold on a second. Are both parties consenting to this before it continues?
Interesting.
Yeah, Matt did well. Matt won his week as well. Matt beat Gabe this week.
Hey, I mean, something could always happen in our game, but I think we're chilling.
Right. It is Monday night. Anything could happen.
It is Monday night. I don't know, man.
Let's see here.
Mandy in here saying wild. There's Mandy. Hi. When TMI STV back to Florida? I don't know. Now we're being watched. Never going back to Florida again.
Who? Who do we? Oh, Alpaca. Alpaca, is that you?
I don't think it's Alpaca.
Are you sure? Because have you seen Alpaca on YouTube before?
No.
Either have I.
Interesting. The Mandy mystery. 10K for that.
Jesus
Ask
Christ.
tomorrow. What?
Coming in here, that name was stupid. I'm just trying to think.
Oh,
what kind of wild shit
dude,
was I on
imagine if that was on the screen and then she just popped in and it was like, hello.
That would have been. Oh man.
Oh, I really wish it was displayed. That would have been so perfect. Next time.
Wow. Antics. Oh my god.
Oh boy, antics. We did none of that.
Today, Gio said something crazy.
Of course. Okay. Well, like, all right. Of course he did.
So Gio was just talking. He was just talking. It was other live, and then I'm like, Rogue, guess who said that? He's just like, I would guess Gio, but I think it's the other guy. I'm like, yeah, it was Gio. He's like, oh, okay, I was gonna guess antics. I was like, fair enough. One of the two. Andy is antics. Oh.
No, there's no way. You can't flip back and forth, I don't think, between that quickly. Who would it be? Oh, I haven't seen Mike V in a while.
Mike V. There we go.
Because Mike V might have been the other one. Remember the other one?
Oh yeah. He's going back and forth. He's switching.
Yeah.
Has me texting people in Florida now, like, hey, I know we got off to a rough start, but is this you?
Somebody's asking for the carb count on Liquid IV. It's 11 grams per stick. Nando, jeez.
Nope, still TMI, guys. Hey, you know what? I really do wish it was me because
it easily could be
craziest stuff. Oh, look who it is!
Oh, what is up, Mr. Rogue the Legacy?
Oh my gosh, Queen
Rogue,
D.
you can pop on for a bit, but I'm not going to be on for very long. So, because I got to do homework, dude. I have 2 exams next Wednesday. One of them's bio, easy. I just got to memorize a bunch of stuff.
Just take the year off.
I can't. I already paid for it.
You can't push it off next year. You can't like
reverse. No, because then I have to do school again. Like I don't want to
reverse repo your schools, and then
I want it to be online.
Yeah, because then we just move to Florida.
Yeah. Well.
Or
yeah. Well, I paid for this too.
No, you can rent that out. It's one person.
Yeah.
You can rent it out to Mandy. Apparently she'll do anything I say.
Did you just start with the exams already? Yeah, Ben, I know. I'm not thrilled about it. Ella's trying to get me to go to this school, then another school, and then like 3 more years of school. Ella's really trying to make me miserable.
Ella, leave the
Create some
kid
synthetic
alone.
STVs and have them take the exams. Dude, I wish there were some synthetic STVs. Or Donnie. Ooh, it could be Donnie. I haven't seen Donnie in here in a while.
I don't think that's really Donnie's style though.
Now Donnie would just come in and just say some stuff.
Yeah, and he'd probably make Mandy like your girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, you know?
Right. Oh, good. You guys do your thing. I'm playing COD. There you go, Rogue. I agree with Ella. Hey, guys, no, I'm not going to school for another 8 million years.
Ella, he's after this year, he's coming out. He's coming out. Ella, he stays hydrated, okay? So you should be very proud of him. He does stay
Yeah, I'm
very
drinking all
hydrated
these
the
hedgy
time.
tears.
Exactly. Oh my goodness.
You can be on here with 2 different channels if you have more than one device. Ah, interesting.
That's factual, but like, okay. I have 2 different devices right now. I can be on 2 different channels. I can't be on 3.
Yeah, but you're not on 2. You could have a third. That's Mandy that you're just not on.
But why would I do that to myself?
I don't know.
I can see the thesis. I can see the thesis.
Yeah,
But I have somebody called TMI's baby mom. I got it's just
you got
causing
TMI's
so many
box.
issues.
You got the avocado. I have a fake. Well, I shouldn't have just said it that way, but I have STV's fake ID.
Oh, you had a couple of wild accounts earlier on this week that had to switch it up.
Foot cramp. Oh yeah, that was a bad one. It was mainly just the profile picture that was bad.
Bad for one, good as so you never.
I figured out who that one was.
I thought it was very interesting. I thought it was a very interesting proposal.
Which one?
The wild one.
Which one? Hold on.
Like,
Send
if
it in
the wild one
send it
was
in
in
the
real
private
life?
chat. Send it in the private chat. Was it the? That one? That's a huge green candle. What's the price at? $51.95. Oh, the crusty sock was there? Yeah, SCV's fake ID. I feel like that was you. Oh, what's up, Aporcalypse? You need to put the label on the hedgy tears? It's right here. Oh, that label. Yeah. What's Ortex like? We change? Nothing. I think we see the changes around 9. I think that's when the changes happen. Let's see. Is there really no STV's hoodie? No, there isn't one. Oh. Secrets are no fun. Secrets hurt someone. No, we don't have any secrets. You guys all saw it. Like, it was the one account where we were like, yeah, we can't have that one floating around.
Just too much. Just a bit too much.
Yeah.
At the same time, it was a good laugh.
It was. Uh-oh. Here she is. Every time I'm on another stream, people say they're telling you guys on me. Interesting.
Mandy, can you just give us a hint of who you are? Just
yeah,
like a hint.
Can you give us a hint? Do we know you?
Like, do either one of us know you in... Oh, boy. Do either one of us know you? TMI's box jumps in with just wood.
Mandy, come on. Do we have any... We've got 1 minute left. Do we know you at all?
In person. Either one of us. You don't even have to say which one. Or the more details, the merrier. What do you mean?
So confused.
TMI, can I be your personal bodyguard?
Uh-oh.
What would
She's
your name
Applejack.
be?
She could be Applejacks.
Yes, both. Oh,
Nah, I don't think Applejacks would do that.
I'm thinking alpaca.
Both? How do you know both of us?
Either alpaca or so and so from. No, wait. Did this happen before or after Florida?
It happened right after Florida.
Interesting. Isn't that one of the two?
I bet it's Trey. It's not Trey.
No, Trey was in the stream this morning. Oh, so were you actually? You guys are both.
Yeah, I was in there too. I was like, oh, gang's all here.
Let's go. Shoot.
All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up the stream for tonight. I have to go do homework like a normal human. All right, guys. Later, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. We got TMI on early tomorrow morning. Make sure you guys go check them out.
What up?
Peace.